All right, let's go over the trades that I took for the week. I started two new positions, one in AFRM, the other in NVDA. I'm still holding Viking, and I closed out my position in VIRT Financial. All right, so first up is AFRM. So this has been moving sideways for about a month, but I noticed that the 20 and 50 EMA are still rising, and as it was moving sideways, volume started to dry up, which tells me that selling is easing up and we're probably ready to make a leg higher now. And so on the 26th, it closed with a strong green candle near the top of the range. It closed on above average volume. And so that's where I entered the next day on Wednesday, the 27th. I do have a first profit target of 78.79 and a stop just under 65.32. If you look down here at the right-hand side, you'll see it has an up-down ratio of 1.6, which is what I want to see. That means there's more buying than selling, and it currently has an RS rating of 89. So we're going to hold this one as long as we can and see how far it can take us. So next up is NVDA. Now this one has been moving sideways for a long time. We're going back to last August. It has been going sideways, choppy, not fun to try to trade. But then it had the sell-off at the end of March, and then it recovered. So back in October of 25 is when it had like the last high, and then it went down and it went moving sideways. So after I saw here in April that we finally took out those highs from back in October, I really started to get interested. It pulled back, and I'm going to zoom in here. It pulled back, and unfortunately I missed this trade. I didn't get in for this part, but I've been watching it since, and we pulled right back in to this support zone. So I did take a trade on Friday. I entered, and let me just zoom in a little bit here. I entered as it broke above 215.52. It then did reverse on that, but I am still in the trade. I have a stop here at 208.78, just below that, and I have a first profit target of 229. So we'll see what happens on Monday. If it goes down and takes me out, I am prepared for that. I'm only in it a half-size position because ideally what I would like to see it do is maybe go up, pull back a little bit, and then I can add in the rest of my shares. Right now, yes, this could easily just go right back down and test the 50. So that's why I only went in half size on that. So now we'll go to Viking. I got into this position last Thursday as we broke above $84, and it did hit my first profit target of 91.16, and now I'm waiting to see if we can get up to 94.74. I moved my stop up to $84, and if you look down here below, you will see that volume has been increasing. So that tells me that there is a lot of buying going on and that we should see this stock continue to rise in price. And lastly, I want to show you VIRT. This is a trade that I had initiated back on Tuesday, May 5th. I took profits along the way at 53.22, more at 54.99. And as I saw this topping tail candle on high volume, I did close out more of my position. I was down to a 10% position, and then I put a stop here at 53.22. Now, this is why it is crucial to take profits along the way. Let me show you what happened here. All right, the next day, high volume, red candle, closed on the lows. Not good. All right, it's not looking good. Oop, doesn't hold that 20. Oh my gosh, it goes all the way back down to where I entered the trade. And even more. Had I not taken any profits along the way, I would have completely done a round trip on this trade and given back all of my money. Plus, I would have even actually lost if I hadn't moved my stop to break even. So that's why it's always crucial to take profits along the way. You don't have to sell the position entirely, but take off chunks. So when something like this does happen, you're still making money and not giving everything back, because this takes time for it to go up. And then if now you didn't take anything off and it went all the way back down, you spend all that time in that trade and you have nothing to show for it and possibly even a loss. So it's crucial to take profits along the way. And then we ended up here with a green day on Friday. It did bounce off the 50 on high volume, which is positive, but to me, it did break that trend. The 10 and 20 EMA trend to me is broken. I would like to see it maybe consolidate here and start building some higher lows before I would be interested in getting back into this trade. So that's it for my weekly recap. I do post watch lists on my X account, so feel free to check me out there, and I'll see you back here next weekend.